going on, y'all? About to check out this video from the channel More Pegasus. Apparently, Shoe on Head is beefing with the Hasan orbiters. I think that's crazy. Let's check it out, man. Check it out. I think it's over the whole Emiru situation as well.
All right, so we got some updates to the Emiru situation. Quick recap. Basically, Emiru was harassed by Hasan orbiters and Twitter freaks for refusing to actually speak on politics. Well, YouTuber Shoe on Head has now made a video called Cult of the Cry Bullies. And basically she talks about why basically everyone hates these sort of far left radicals because they harass everyone who is not as crazy as them, right? If you're right wing, you're a Nazi. If you move further along, that's
facts. Yeah, that is facts. They go to the extreme. And I'm not on either side, right? I don't vote. A lot of people get mad at me when I say that. Cry in the comment section so you could boost my engagement and push my video. But yeah, I don't vote. I'm not on the left or right. But I do notice, especially on the left, the extreme left, they try to force you to have the same opinion. Then they try to use whatever group that you might be included with, like me being black. Hey, you're black. You're supposed to do this. You're supposed to have this opinion. You're supposed to use your platform, but I ain't listening to none of that. None of that at all. So yeah, that is crazy.
Spectrum, you're apolitical, or you're neutral, or you're a drama slop tuber, as Hasan calls me. You're a Nazi as well. And if you move even further, you're literally left wing. You're a lefty like Ethan Klein, but you're not a terrorist supporter. Congrats, you're still a Nazi. Crazy. Turns out you're a Jewish Nazi. I don't make the rules, they did. So basically, in their worldview, there's only two groups: Nazis and Hasan orbiters. That's just how it is. If you don't want to be a Nazi, you better become a Hasan orbiter. So anyway, she talks about it here.
For a little over a decade now, the most inane things can get you called a racist or a Nazi on the internet, to the point where these words hold little to no meaning anymore. It's so bad that when someone is called a racist or a Nazi online, I'm immediately like, oh, what funny joke did they tell?
Facts. And that's not just with that. That's with a lot of things. Fam, to where I don't even take it serious no more. If it's online at this point, especially when it comes to YouTube, Twitter, whatever, social media, I just post, right? YouTube, I use that to watch things because I treat that like it's cable, but I'm watching certain things specifically, not getting into bull crap. But there's a lot of people that do the opposite of that, and they wonder why their life is all over the place and things is filled with toxicity. You know, I'm not doing none of that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have officially come to the point where not saying anything also makes you a racist Nazi.
If you need a streamer who doesn't even know anything about politics to tell you about politics, you probably just need to get off the internet.
In a world where it seems like every single celebrity is just screaming their political takes completely unprompted, this was a refreshing thing to hear. Seems like a pretty sane, rational, inoffensive thing to say, right? Wrong. This short little clip where she ironically tried to avoid controversy ended up being one of the most controversial dramas this.
She wearing a Wednesday Addams outfit? Or was it a different outfit that just looks identical to Wednesday Addams? That's crazy.
Year. If you guys saw my last video, you know I am quite critical of ICE. Not everybody wants to be a political YouTuber or streamer, and not everybody wants to listen to a political YouTuber or streamer. Sometimes we just want to have fun and talk about other things. There are lots of other things to talk about. Sometimes we want to look at funny memes or watch funny videos without having politics.
Facts. Big facts
shoved down our throat. So a lot of people thought it was really refreshing when a cosplay streamer was basically like, I don't want to talk about politics. Why are you coming to me for politics?
No. You must say exactly what I think, or I will be tossing you to the sharks, okay? That is simply how it works. I am simply too pea-brained and have such a miserable...
Yeah, it's like they want them to read from a script. If you don't say these exact words in the exact way that we told you to, we gonna get everyone to harass you. They're gonna be all in your comments saying stupid stuff. We're gonna get them to dislike every video you do without even watching it. Even worse, right? Even worse, because there's a lot of extreme people within the Hasan orbit.
pathetic life that I need random other people online to parrot my political views. I mean, legit, I cannot imagine a more pathetic existence, right? The inability to enjoy someone's content without harassing them over politics, right? It's like the people who ask me, what do you think about this geopolitical issue? I don't care. I don't fucking pay attention, bro. I'm just here to have a good time, all right? I do not care, and I'm not going to bring politics onto my channel. I just talk about YouTube drama and drama creators, and occasionally, if it's somewhat interjects because of Hasan being this political freak, then I will be forced to mention it now and then. But if we ever go to another topic, like, you know, like before when I used to cover Mr. Beast or Logan Paul or KSI, it never came up, okay, as it should. It never should. And I feel like people have really lost the ability to watch people they sort of disagree with, or to even watch people who are not political, right? Just watch people who enjoy what they do. They stick to their hobbies, their interests, what they're good at. They might have political opinions, but they don't want to put it on their platform. They don't want to put it online.
Right.
Maybe they aren't as well read or well versed, or maybe they just don't want to conflate these two communities, right? And
Facts. Yo, I've covered political things from time to time. And then it just gets so exhausting, especially when you don't have a side. It's like you can't please nobody. Just saying your opinion, everybody about to get mad. What? How dare you go against us? I'm like, but I'm not with you. Like, what? I'm supposed to be on your side. I'm not on any side. This ain't a football team. But yeah, people, they obsess over politics. That's why I distance myself from it on this channel. I might get back into roasting political creators on a different channel, though. I'm thinking about it.
I think most sensible people thought that Emiru's response was perfectly fine, right? The only problem is Twitter is not most people. It's a flippin' cesspool of turbulently online ragex looking to pounce on anyone because their life sucks. So then Shu calls out Denims for being brain dead and calling Emiru like a racist chud.
The post that really seemed to kick this all off was made by Denims, the self-described largest female political streamer. Only because I don't stream, Denims. Only because I don't stream. Never thought I'd see the day we'd be fence-sitting the modern Gestapo. First of all, she's not fence-sitting.
I've watched a few of her videos. I don't know. Would she be fire as a streamer? I don't know. I have no idea. No idea. Tell me what y'all think in the comments.
She's just choosing not to talk.
Would she be better than Denims? Probably most likely, because Denims is trash. As long as she ain't following Hasan, then she might be 100% better than Denims.
Talk about politics. Like, in order to fence it, you actually have to say something. She didn't even say anything. Like, how do you even know what her opinion is? Second of all, modern Gestapo. Why is everything the fucking Holocaust? It's totally normal to criticize ICE. It's totally understandable to have issues with the things they are doing. But modern Gestapo? Don't you guys get tired of this shit? Like, don't you guys get tired of saying, like, isn't this exhausting after a while? Everything is Nazis, everything is the Holocaust, everyone is Hitler. It's like nothing else bad ever happened in history. People, most normal people, are sick and tired of celebrities just like spewing their political takes completely unprompted. I don't care what Glub Shitto thinks of politics, okay? Why does Glub Shitto have to get on stage and start talking about how we're on stolen land or some shit? Why do you need
100%? Like, I do not care. I'm sick of it being injected into everything. Like, and they're not even doing it in a smart way. Like, if you want to make like a movie or something that's, I guess, introspective, or did I say that right? Introspective. Did I pronounce it right? Oh, if you do something like that, like, okay, I don't care if it's not too on the nose. Cool. Trick me into learning something. I'm cool with that. Like that cartoon movie from Disney, Zootopia, I think is the name of it. I ended up watching that with one of my little cousins. I'm like 30 minutes into it, I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, snap, this is deeper than rap. I didn't know that this movie's about racism and prejudice. That's crazy. And they tricked you into learning, right? Or seeing how it might feel to be perceived a certain way. I was like, okay, cool. Twilight Zone, the old school version. I hate the new one with Jordan Peele. That sucks. They failed. Not because it's woke. Twilight Zone always been woke. It's just that they was woke when woke was a good thing. now woke is used to describe someone that overdoes it, right? Or tries too hard and doesn't know what the heck they're talking about. Old Twilight Zone episodes had a lot of social commentary, and it was done in a way to where you would get tricked into learning something like, oh snap, this is crazy, right? But I think that there's not many TV shows or movies that know how to do that well. They don't. And it's almost as if they didn't, I don't know, learn how to be talented at their jobs. Like, you can't, right? Get me in that writer's room. Freak that. That's slang for I would do a good job. I would do amazing in there. And I go like, in fact, just let me go in there and correct things. Read a script, throw it away, rip it up in front of them. What is this? That's what you wrote? Nah, switch this with this and this. I wish I could do that.
Your political opinions thrown up into your mouth by a celebrity like a fucking baby bird.
Well, that's easy. It's because I'm a lobotomite. I simply watch Hasan streams all day. My brain is literal mush, all right? I only have a set script in my head that indicates I need to convert everyone to my political side, or my existence is worthless. It's what I call ultra NPC programming, and I truly believe the effect of Hasan Piker and the Orbiters on this world will be studied for generations. I'll probably get a Nobel Prize for my work, bro. You know how people who do these revolutionary scientific discoveries are honored after they die because the people at the time hadn't caught up? Yeah, that's me with the Hasanetic shit, bro. This dude is corrupting society. I'm telling you. Hopefully I live long enough to get that Nobel Prize, of course. No sarcasm, guys. No sarcasm. By the way, I just gotta point out how sad it is that Denims is the largest female political streamer, bro. What a horrible representation for women everywhere. This woman is ruining it for everybody, right?
True.
And then we got Hasan.
That's not true. There's no way she's outdoing Candace Owens. Like, no. She's not outdoing. Candace Owens got episodes that crack millions on a regular, right? Unless she went down recently. But Candace Owens would be the bigger one. I know she had the biggest podcast at one point, which is done via live stream. So yeah, I highly doubt that that's accurate. Yeah, look, she just did a live stream today that is at 1.2 million, and that was 10 hours ago. She is killing it. Yeah, Candace Owens. What? Hold on, my bad. I want to pull out the numbers so I could just look at them and be more accurate. Yeah, not only is every episode cracking a million on every live stream that she does, they're like in the 3s and 4s of millions. But then if I look at Denims ain't doing those type of levels of work or numbers. Let me see, just so I could double check. Yeah, what? Denims is not, maybe on Twitch, right? Is that what they're trying to say? Because I think Candace streams on YouTube, but Denims is nowhere near. I don't think she's doing numbers like Iron Mouse, right? Ain't Iron Mouse doing more numbers? So yeah, that sounds crazy and inaccurate. Yeah, Denims is doing like 5-hour live streams. And 7 days ago, that giant, let's give her an average. Compare 7 days ago and most recent few days, like 50,000. She getting over like 50,000 views per stream compared to Candace Owens. Let me see what Iron Mouse is hitting for. Well, Iron Mouse ain't political, right? So yeah. I'm just thinking of female streamers. But Candace Owens, X that out. Candace Owens would count on the female political streamers, right? So no, she's not bigger than Candace. That sounds insane.
Not on the man side, bro. But at least he isn't the biggest, right? We must remind him at all times that he's not the number one political streamer. He's number 2, number 3, something like that. But never number 1. Bro will always be an Aspen Gold Shadow. So then she calls out Emiru's friends for not defending her or speaking out.
You know who doesn't do political content? Cutie Cinderella. Cutie Cinderella literally never does political content.
And even she's capable of saying, guys. What about Senna? You don't have to be a political creator to recognize that it's not hard to say,
Well, Cutie Cinderella's for sale when it comes to her morals.
ice.
You don't have to be a political content creator to say the line. All your other friends are saying the line, Emiru. Why aren't you saying the line, Emiru?
L ice. Okay, but unironically though, them. Straight up. Hey, them. Yeah, it's them, don't care. And if you don't like that I say that, it's you too. You know what I mean? It's really that easy for me, I'm telling you right now.
There's Emiru's roommate saying the line. Aren't we all proud of her? By the way, where are all her friends during all of this? Where are all her morally righteous, good guy, big streamer friends while this is all going down? While she's being dragged by half of the internet for doing absolutely nothing wrong. This girl who literally just came out of an allegedly abusive relationship. This girl who literally just got assaulted, grabbed by some freak at a convention.
Nah,
now
that's
this
facts.
girl.
Damn. Yeah, so she had to deal with Ms. Kiff, who admitted about the phone stuff. Blatantly admitted it. Like a weirdo. This is just a straight nasty Ms. Kiff, what he's done in the other alleged stuff. Then you had the dude that ran up on her at Twitch kind of. Yeah, where's her friends? Damn, nobody's backing her up, saying, yo, leave her alone. I think the only person I seen that like backed her up on saying leave her alone was really Asmon Gold. All the like streamer friends that she be around and doing content when none of them are supporting her at all. So yeah, that's pretty messed up.
Is going through all of this. I guess it's fine to be silent when your friend is getting dragged by half of the internet, but don't you dare stay silent about current thing.
I mean, not gonna lie, I don't really blame Emiru's friends too much because they probably would just get dragged as well, and they would likely face the similar amount of backlash that they don't want to deal with. But I will say, I feel like her friends are fake as shit, right? It's all these sort of like PC mainstream streamers who just parrot what everybody wants to
There you
hear.
go.
They don't have any actual.
That's what it was. I was about to say, so what? They get backlash. Keep it real. Stand on your feet, bro. Like, stand up. Especially if it's like somebody that you close to. That's why I don't respect a lot of these YouTube or streamer friendships. They fake, bro. That's your real friend. Why would you care about getting backlash? Why would you give a damn about getting backlash when it comes to supporting your friend? That, I don't know, maybe I'm too good of a friend. I have noticed that I've backed people on YouTube when I believe that things were like, I guess, wrong, when people were going after them. And these same people never did the same for me because they was afraid of getting hates, having a hate community go after you and harass you, right? So I have noticed like there's just a lot of fake people on YouTube, but fam, I do things the way I do in real life on YouTube and all that combined. I'm just real, bro. I'm not gonna let people just go after you like that. If I rock with you, I will speak up. I don't care if people don't like me because of it.
Beliefs. They're just the fakest people, complete chameleons. It's like the Pokimane Valkyrie types. And we literally established this last video. We had Valkyrie, if you missed that episode, she was exploiting her brother's death for internet sympathy and then trash talking him right after he died and criticizing her own mom for daring to cry over her dead son. You cannot make this shit up. Like actual sociopaths, right? She was like, I guess he died. I guess. Oh my God, I have to forgive him. Like it was actually getting the South Park levels of parody.
And then my mom was like crying on the phone yesterday
This
to
is
me.
cringe.
And then she was like, you should forgive him. And I was like, well, yeah,
Check my previous video. I spoke on that.
I guess I have to because he's dead. Like, well, I don't know. This friggin' sucks. Like, fine, I forgive him, but what the Like, I shouldn't have to forgive him just because he died.
So then she talks about all the deranged Twitter users trying to cancel Emiru.
Emiru wasn't saying that she doesn't care about politics. She was saying she didn't want to talk about politics. I feel like that is a huge difference. I care a lot about, like, skincare, but I don't get on here and talk about, like, peptides and collagen to my audience because they don't give a shit. I hate when grown women don't have a mind of their own. You are 28 years old. Please develop a mind of your own. All she does is pander to enemy gooner men. No mind of her own. I never liked Emiru, so finding out she's stupid and doesn't have a mind of her own is nice.
Her not just saying what y'all want her to say was her having a mind of her own. Y'all just want her to be a puppet. That's what it is.
The audacity. If she didn't have a mind of her own, she would have mindlessly parroted the shit you want her to say. She would have mindlessly just been like, fuck ICE.
Facts.
If Emiru came out and was like, actually, I think ICE is doing a fine job, do you think they'd be like, ah, yes, she has a mind of her own? No, absolutely not. They are not angry that she doesn't have an opinion. They are angry that she doesn't have their opinion. The absolute audacity to say that this woman doesn't have a mind of her own while thousands of you people swarm her like drones, barking orders at her to say the line. You guys literally operate like the fucking Borg.
Yeah, I mean, it's hilarious how they'll be like, you know, we want you to think for yourself, right? We want you to have your own opinion. You're a grown woman. Come on. Wait, no, not that opinion. Not that one. That's the wrong opinion. Stop thinking for yourself. Stop it. Oh, okay. So you don't want her to have her own opinion. You just want her to parrot what you said, like a little puppet, like a little doll. You want to hold her and hold her up to the world. Oh my God, my favorite e-girl has the same politics as me. God, you're so pathetic. And then she brings up the incel queen, KaceyTron, who has the audacity to call Emiru a pick-me.
I think that she also plays into how a lot of incels will fetishize Asian women. Her whole platform is just like appealing to like the worst fucking men. She's like basically like, she's like a pick-me for like...
Oh, she makes smokers look so bad, bro. I swear. Please don't let her seem like a representative of us. Please don't. Please don't. Like, oh my gosh. She really just... Yeah, don't let her do that. That's yo, please. I don't want y'all looking at me thinking that I'm an idiot too. Because I'm team 420.
Incel freaks.
So this fucking pick me shit, dude, it's gonna be the death of me. Before making this video, I watched a bunch of Emiru stuff, and I saw no signs of like pick me behavior at all. No, really though, what makes her a pick me and not the booby streamer or OnlyFans models calling her a pick me? You are literally selling your body for men to consume. If men do not pick pictures of your ass, you can't pay rent. There's no bigger pick me on earth than a fucking porn star. And me. I don't care about being called a pick-me. I've been doing this for over a decade now. I'm used to it. I've been called it thousands of...
I don't see what would be a problem with being a pick-me, especially as a woman, right? Wouldn't you want to be picked? Call me crazy. I would think that you would want to be picked.
Times. I am a 35-year-old married mother. I do not give a shit. I do care, however, when other women are called pick-me for the crime of not following a hive mind.
Yeah, I mean, I have no doubt that this shoe-on-head person is probably going to get called a massive pick-me for this on Twitter as well, just for sort of going against the narrative here. I don't really know much about her, but I can pretty much guess that. That's just how it works on the internet. And I just find it crazy that it's always like these booby streamers or these OnlyFans girls who are calling everybody else pick-me's and incels. Like, you're literally the pick-me because you rely on men to pick you. That's the definition of a pick-me, all right? And your fan base is literally incels who go into you, right?
Crazy.
So every insult you ever give is just directed back at you. Oh my God, it's actually crazy. It is peak projection and the lack of self-awareness.
It's crazy. They'll go after male incels, even though their whole career is dependent on them. If all these men are like, you know what? I don't want to be like this no more. Let me adjust my life. I gave up too easily. Let me get back in the game. Her follower count and view count will fall down so crazy. Especially on that other site.
These people have. You make fun of your own consumer base and you talk shit to other women when all of that shit applies to you, right? So if you remember what went down, Emiru finally sort of capitulated and actually apologized. And she talks about that here.
And an agency causing fear and suffering deserves zero support. To me, that's not even political. It's basic human empathy. Now, I thought that statement was perfectly fine. My issue with it is she didn't have to make it. She was basically forced to come out and say her opinion. So did these freaks finally back off once Emiru made her opinion about ICE clear? No. Of course not. Nazi response.
doubt it.
TLDR, go f yourself and your
What?
PR apology. And there it is. You're still a racist chud, but continue to enjoy the money.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. What? That's for this audience.
Yeah. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, yeah. You know your name.
You get from your incel audience because they're disgusting, just like you. All I hear is, I support Israel and my name is Emiru. Wait, what? Where the f did Israel come from? What? I don't like to talk about politics equals I'm a Nazi and I'm ashamed of my opinions. Everyone knows what's up. She's a fascist in disguise and is squirming. Once you bend the knee to these people, once you apologize or capitulate, it's over. These people don't actually want an apology. They want to.
Facts. I'm telling you, that's why you just ignore them or use them to make content. Rage bait the hell out of these people. Monetize it. Get that paper. Get your bread up. Laugh at them from your mansion. Yeah? You driving that new car around. Smelling that new car smell. While they looking at you just crying at you. Not realizing them hating on you is fueling that fire.
To humiliate you. They want to drag you down. At the end of the day, they have found a socially acceptable way to bully people. That's what this is.
Oh my god, no way somebody brought up Israel, bro. Oh my god, that's a Hasan fan right there. You can smell them from a mile away. When they
Definitely a Hasan fan. Without a doubt.
randomly bring up Israel in unrelated drama, all right? That's a delusional fucking Hasan fan. And yeah, honestly, this is like the oldest lesson on the internet, right? Never apologize to the mob. You only ever apologize if you genuinely think that you did something wrong. If you don't think you did anything wrong, do not apologize. Okay, that's just gonna come across completely fake. Never apologize because someone told you to. Okay, because that's just gonna make people hate on you even more. It's never gonna work. And as we saw from this, people just hated on her more, saying, "Oh, you better disavow Asmongold." I think she definitely messed up by apologizing, but she probably just wanted the harassment to stop. It's probably really overwhelming and stuff, right?
And they're moving on to one of their favorite tactics.
The big question in everyone's mind is, well, are you still friends with Asmongold?
While it is appreciated that you are taking a stand and clarifying the clip, you do continue to be vague about how deep your association.
What that got to do with anything? Yo. Oh, I hate these cancel culture vultures. Just so weird, bro. Y'all beg her to make a statement. Sorry, harass her in order to get her to make a statement. She makes the statement. And you like, nah, not good enough. You're friends with Asmongold. You need to now disrespect him publicly. You need to go after him. And then and only then shall we stop harassing you.
With Asminar. So hopefully you've cut ties with that hate-mongering Nazi troll Asmin, right? Glad you made this and owned up to it, but you're still friends with Asmongold, so it doesn't read as earnest. Almost a decent explanation, but the elephant in the room is that your friendship with Asmongold is holding this back from seeming sincere. Okay, now what about your best friend Asmongold? Denounce Asmin or I'm not taking this seriously. You're friends with Assmold. They are friends, even though they disagree with each other. Crazy, right?
I literally said, like, I don't agree with the things he says. Like, what do y'all want me to do? Like, fucking shoot him on stream?
Yes, that is what they want you to do. Yes. There is nothing that she could say and no amount of money she could donate that could convince me she's not a soulless ghoul like all the men she's happily surrounded herself with for years. There's nothing you could ever do to please these people. So why bother? They will not be happy until you kill yourself, and even then they will dance on your grave.
Yep, I mean, it's definitely one of those situations where no matter what you do, they will never be satisfied, right? And I'm glad that Casey was stupid enough to actually say the quiet part out loud, the part that you're not supposed to admit, the fact that you will literally never forgive them no matter what they do, so you should just basically ignore them, right? Clearly the weed has gone to her brain, right?
See what I mean? See what I mean? I don't even do it on stream. I tilt my head and go make sure I'm off camera. But yeah, fam, come on. It's making us look bad.
Just too out of it to actually come up with an intelligent lie. People responded they didn't want to hear Emiru's opinion. They wanted to hear their opinion out of Emiru's mouth. They speak in bumper stickers. Be Emiru, notice landmine, sidestep landmine. Landmine goes off anyway. Yeah, it was a sticky grenade. We literally hate you. Why aren't you on our side? I will never get this, by the way. To all these people who want to get more votes, convert people to their side. How is that ever going to work when you say that you hate every single person, including neutral and apolitical people? Like, we just look at this and go, okay, you're fucking insane. Like, why would anybody ever support you? The irony of an army of NPCs accusing a woman of having no agency or mind of her own. NPCs calling other people NPCs will never get old. Shit told them to go outside and they got mad. Never tell a Twitter user to go outside. That's even worse than telling a Redditor to go outside. So Asmongold responded. He talks about Emiru's friends not defending her publicly.
And never friends defended her. I mean, again, I wish more of the, like, I mean, again, I don't want to get involved in like Emmy's, like her friends or something. Like, I don't know about that. I don't want to talk about it a lot for obvious reasons. I know them, but like overall, I do think that a lot of them should have defended her. I guess I should say that. I mean, I think they should have defended her, and I didn't like the fact that they didn't come out and say that. And I think that like if you want to do that, that's fine, but it's important to keep in mind the people that, you know, don't do that for you, right? And I find it to be problematic. It's very problematic. So yeah, those are our friends. I mean, I definitely wouldn't look at things the same way. If that was me, I would not look at things the same way after that at all.
Yeah, well, I'd say that it depends on how close.
I wouldn't talk to them. Even like if we're not close and they're just internet friends, I don't need those either. So if you make that clear, right, cool. I'm not going to be watching your content regardless. I don't have the time unless I'm reacting to it for content. So yeah, either way, I wouldn't be talking to these people no more. I'm telling you, I swear, like outside of me watching YouTube for content outside of like what I create, but entertainment, I'll be watching movies on here, right? And independent films and yada yada, TV shows, stuff like that. Video essays and documentaries about TV shows, things like that. Outside of that, I make my content and I turn this computer off. Like, I don't see no messages till like the next day. It's part of my job. Let me check everything. Bunch of bull crap. Let's make these videos. Turn the computer off. It's as simple as that. But not a lot of people is on that type of time.
These people were to her. I mean, it seems like these people hang out all the time IRL and potentially even offline. And if those type of friends are not defending you, then yeah, I'd say they're probably not much of friends anyways. But if they're like, I don't know, online acquaintances, of course they aren't going to defend her because they don't even know her, right? They don't give a shit about her besides business. It's the equivalent of like Hasan befriending Jason the Ween. Like, oh yeah, you guys have a lot in common, man. You know what I like the best about you, young?
And why would I want that around me? I'm telling you, so many people have tried to use me for that. Get me on their podcast, all types of bull crap. I'm cool. I don't want nothing to do with these people. All right, I don't like that. If you gonna have a business relationship with me, be straight up. Let's talk business from the beginning. Let's just establish that so it's not misconstrued. Don't act like you want to be friends with somebody so you could use them.
Phase guy that I'm not grooming. Yeah. I like your viewership. It just shows a lot of promise, actually. Probably because Emmy's only real friends were the controversial ones like Aswin and Tectone. The other people on the stream were clout chasers. I mean, I don't know her relationships. He's trying to isolate her. I think he's in love with her. Okay, we're doing that now, huh? We're doing that parasocial nonsense. If anything, Denims and Hasan are trying to do that, but
I was gonna say, meanwhile, Denims and Hasan is trying to isolate her.
Launching the hate campaign against her to encourage her friend circle to distance themselves. He lives in Texas, she lives in LA. Bro, they keep posting this meme. Bro, this meme is dastardly. When pick-me's don't get picked, they become how dare yous. So then Asmon talks about how politics has essentially become like a religious cult.
Having politics shoved down our throat. Yeah. So a lot of...
Well, that's the thing is like a lot of people think that they have to inject their politics into everything because they think that anybody who is able to live a life without basically constantly being fed their propaganda will not believe what they say. So they have to inject their propaganda and their viewpoints into everything so nobody can escape from it. That's the reason why they do it. It's their religion. Yeah, it is their religion. People have replaced religion with political dogma primarily. And I think this has happened especially in Western cultures. The reason why everything is Nazis is because that's the only thing inside of American schools that you learn about that's bad. So you don't really learn about Pol Pot. You don't learn about Stalin. You don't learn about
the government. My bad. Who said that? Did I say that? That was me? My bad. My bad. But yeah, you don't learn a lot of things in school that you have to research on your own, which is pretty crazy.
About Pinochet. You don't learn about any of these other crazy people. And so the one thing that you do learn about is Nazis. So that's the reason why everything is Nazis. It's because that's the only thing that people know about.
All this is former booby streamer KaceyTron.
It reminds me of whenever Amaranth started wearing a cowboy hat, because that's what
I barely recognized her. I barely recognize. You look like the same person at all.
Whenever she started going like full Nazi, basically.
I honestly think that anybody who is advocating for like the negative effects of smoking weed, I think that they should look and use KaceyTron as an example. They really should. I think this is definitely.
She's not a representative for us, bro. I keep trying to tell people. She is not a representative.
One of the best examples that you can have of the negative effects of doing drugs. It really is.
Bro, honestly, Casey is so cooked in the head, bro. Like, she's literally a walking don't do drugs ad. Like, it's actually crazy. One look at KaceyTron and every drug ad.
Nigga, like, that's not green, bro. You know, green don't do that. Green does not do that. I promise you. At all. No. No. Anything, I've looked healthier, right? Since I've been smoking, you know what I mean? Maybe that's that lace. You don't know, nigga. That don't look like green. That look like some of that Breaking Bad. That look like that Heisenberg right there. I don't know for sure. That look like Heisenberg. That look like Jesse about to come out the closet and start saying, bitch. If you know, you know. That look like that, those polos.
In the world would immediately stop. Like, you just don't want to turn into this, bro. You don't want this to be your future. And yeah, he's definitely right about the whole religion thing, that people are obsessed with politics to.
Nah, for real. What happened to KaceyTron? I'm just saying, if you're a fan of her, maybe you could explain to me what happened.
Really crazy fanatical degree. It's honestly just creepy. Like, as someone who's looking outside, who's not like American, right? I see Americans and it's just like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, maybe enjoy life a little. You know, like, how do you have time to be like 7 days of the week just fucking like blocking roads and just walking around? Like, where's that job? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry for the fellow unemployed, but I had to say it. Some people need to hear it, guys. The thing is, I don't know anybody like this personally. Like, nobody in my life is obsessed with politics at all, and I've never met anyone like that. So when I see this stuff online, it's so creepy. It's so weird. It's so off-putting. I guess it is probably because I don't live in America, but yeah, I pity you guys who have to share like a classroom or a workplace with these type of lunatics.
And like, I don't agree with the things he says. Like, what do y'all want me to do? Like,
this was over the last drama. This is, by the way, a reason why I don't collab with anybody anymore. I don't want to have people get harassed on my behalf or have people get upset about me or anything else. I just don't want to have to deal with it.
Shoot him on stream.
Yes, that is what.
Actually, that would probably make them happy. That is 100%. It's what they do every single fucking time. And the problem is that some people listen to it and they think they make the mistake that, oh, wait a minute. These people might actually care about the issue. They don't.
Her hair started looking like a filter for a second. I was gonna say, that would be cool. Like, the makeup and hair was edited on. That'd be hilarious.
Care about the issue. These would be people that would be turning you into the SS and celebrating it because they would be Nazis. They would be. These are people who simply like to exert power. They like to bully people and tell other people what to do. And it doesn't really matter what the power is. It doesn't matter what the reason is. If they were burning witches or killing people or anything else, no, not really. They absolutely would be. You don't understand the ecosystem that creates the environment that they exist in. I do. What these people do is they imagine a false consensus. They will never, and here's how you know that what I'm saying is true. They will never hold a viewpoint that is counter to what their ideology is. Nobody falls in line with their ideology 100% of the time. So why is it that they never have a viewpoint that runs counter to that? It's because the viewpoints are performative in the first place. They don't have any actual viewpoints. They're simply saying the thing that they think that they're supposed to say. So that's the reason why.
Absolute like hive mind. You know, this kind of reminds me of that one episode of Teen Titans. There's like this villain called Brother Blood, right?
Blood.
And
I knew he was gonna say. Oh, that's how you know I'm a Teen Titans fan. Oh wow, that's funny. I knew he was gonna say Brother Blood. Yes, I remember that episode. I remember Brother Blood in Arrow universe.
It was scary as shit, bro. I don't know if I have like warped memories, but as a kid, I would watch that and I would be like, oh my God, this guy's so scary. He's just gonna brainwash you into his cult, right? So that stuff was even creepy as a kid. I don't know if anybody of you got that reference, but those episodes were like sick. Yeah, this is basically like IRL Brother.
Teen Titans was the best. Only thing that's matching that or even coming close is maybe Justice League Unlimited in the first season of Young Justice before they did that time skip. And maybe Batman Beyond in the original, well, not original, but 2000s Batman and Superman Adventures. It was separate. It was just they aired them back to back. It was the Batman, the animated series, and then there was a Superman animated series.
Blood, right? And the cult leader is essentially Hasan, right? I'm telling you, historians will be studying the legendary series. Say hi to the historians. Hello, hello. And the aliens, of course. Alien 224, still watching, huh? Great guy, guys. Now click this video to rewatch the series with Alien 224.
Yeah, that's crazy. He said, great guy. That's wild. But yeah, I think that Hasan and his orbiters are insane. But maybe that's just my opinion. Tell me what yours is down in the comment section. Also hit that hype button. Helps me out a lot. And check out more videos that I did. I probably did 2 more today, not including this one. Check that out.